Right, hello, welcome. I'm your official guide for today. Now, before I show you any more, I've just got to take you through a few things, as we like to call them, details. So you are standing in Haworth Parsonage, where the famous Haworth parson, the Reverend Bronte, who lived here with his daughters, the famous Bronte sisters, who alas, are actually no longer with us, sadly. But we do have their novels, although I actually haven't read them because I'm more of a 50 Shades Grey kind of fan. But, you know, so let's go through to the parlour. Oh, Mamet vaccination as you come through. Thank you. So, here we are in the parlour. Okay, and the wallpaper isn't actually the original wallpaper, it's actually from Laura Ashley, but I think it gives you a feel of what the blustery old Yorkshire community of long ago would have been like. We've also got a picture here of the Charlotte Bronte. Although a rather gloomy looking individual, you have to remember nowadays, of course, she would have had some blusher or maybe even straighten her hair, a little bit more volume. And of course drugs would have given her a slightly more cheerful disposition. Okay, well, if you'd like to hutch on through to the study. Okay, so here we are in the study in which to do studying, and we have a chair just there and a table. Oh, that's my poncho just there. If you could hold on to that for just now. Must have left it before. Okay, so I like to imagine the Reverend Bronte sat at his chair, probably hunched over a sermon, probably thinking, oh, where are those darn girls with my cocoa, probably writing another chapter again. Of course, we can't actually be sure that's what he was thinking at the time, but you know, and unfortunately, also he passed away too. In fact, they'd probably not be dead if they were all alive today. But we live in a very exposed part of the UK. So, I mean, I'm wearing thermals under my clothes just now, and I even have tights under my leggings. So you can never be too careful. Listen, stupid, I tell him. I mean, I don't need to listen to feminists or radicals or anyone else to tell me what a shitty life we lead. We both work like dogs and we never even have a chance to talk. We never talk, Luigi. Never. I mean, it's the same day in and day out. You come home from work, you turn on the TV and then you go straight upstairs to bed. I mean, don't you ever like think what's going on inside of me? How I feel? Ask me if you can lend a hand, or, you know, ask me if I'm tired. Who does the washing? Me. Who does the cleaning? Me. Who does the shopping? Me. Who does the death-defying financial acrobatics at the end of every month to make sure that we get through? Me! And I'm working full-time at a factory, remember? But we should talk, like, just talk more. When your socks are dirty, who washes them? When was the last time, like, you washed my socks? It's okay to me that your problems are my problems. But why can't my problems be your problems too, instead of yours being ours and then mine just being mine? I mean, it's the same every single day. Like, why can't we live together? Not just in the same house. I mean, everything's pretty much the same. You come home from work and then I cook the dinner for you, and then, oh sorry, except for Sundays, because hooray for Sundays, when you go out and watch football, so 21 idiots running around in their underpants trying to kick a ball around while another maniac runs up and down the side blowing the whistle. Well, at that, Luigi, well, he went purple in the face. You'd think I'd insulted his mother. And then he said to me, how would you know anything about sport? Not the best thing you could have said, really. I just freaked. Who the frick would want to, Luigi? And then he yelled, and then I yelled, and then we were screaming at each other, and then before I could do anything about it, everything came out. I just said it all, and then the building was about to collapse because we were screaming so loud, and then I just said, right, if this is a marriage, we've made a mistake. And I picked up my mistake and I walked out. There's a perfectly still woman looking at somebody from the window of a house. It's an old, small, strange house. She's looking at somebody who's in the street. She was crying. She must feel miserable. It's probably her own fault. She's a married woman. She chose by inertia the sort of life she's not happy with. She feels obliged to love the man she chose, but in fact, she doesn't love him. She was looking through the window with misty eyes. Look at her, she's coming back. She's looking at something on the street. She's looking at somebody on the street. Who is it? Oh, yes. A man. Look at him. That one. He's blonde, strong, tall. She opens her eyes. The man across the street stops walking. He feels observed. The man looks at the woman. The woman looks at the man. They remain perfectly still, just looking at each other. The man crosses the street, almost running. Where's he going? Oh, yes. I bet they don't know each other. I bet. Yes, he's running towards the house. He'll climb up the stairs, anxious, panting, knock at the door. She'll open it, and I'm sure without a word. They'll make love like animals.